Okay. Looks like we've successfully went live on Facebook so far. I am pleased. Now, here's the trick. Now I gotta share the video. Let's see, 10 more options. All right, on here just a little early. Raymond says, Brian, Raymond. Share. All right. Well, if looks like Ava just sent some hearts. So Ava, could you share that on my page? It's not letting me do it. If you would, please. Please and thank you, baby doll. And we'll be starting here in but mere moments, folks. We've got 2 more shares to go. And I hope I'm on YouTube. We're going to take a look at that real quick. I got a weird note here saying that it might not be playing on YouTube. So, I don't know, we'll take a look at that. Open up the chat. How's everyone doing tonight? Hopefully good. Hopefully you had a good week. Okay, chat, where you at? There we go. All right. Start my first chat and then we'll begin the show. Good evening. There, it's out there. All right. And here we go. Hey everybody, welcome to another week of the Chiller Night Live pre-show. I am Bryan Hogue, and thanks again for joining me tonight, every Saturday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, where I will sit and talk to you, and you guys talk with each other, and we chat about all things chiller pretty much. I do cover the Chiller Night TV programming, which airs at 9 p.m. on Stream TV. So we'll be touching on that. I'm getting a lot of, okay, Raymond's on YouTube. And so is Glam, apparently, but I can't see your comments, unfortunately. So that's good to know. I got a message from Restream saying that there was a strike from playing The Crawling Eye, the Trollenberg Terror, which is, it's a public domain movie, but I get these constantly. Folks, you just wouldn't believe how many... I'm about ready to give up YouTube. I really am so sick of it. You know, but I get strikes every day, or strikes or violation notices and stuff that I know absolutely it's not a violation, but I get them nonetheless. If I fought them, I'd be fighting like 3 a day, it seems. Like I gave up like back in 2016 trying to keep up with all that. So it's more of an annoyance really anymore being on YouTube than anything. So I don't know. I'll have to really give it some thought, but I am getting sick of it. I have a life. I have things to do and fight with YouTube. All right, John says, and now live from somewhere in Pennsylvania, at the heart of the Ultraverse. Oh, I like this. This is really building up. The Chiller Night pre-show is on now. Intro by Crozak the Grand. Well, thank you. Thank you, Crozak the Grand. And tell John we thank him as well. So, and Clayton says, you're on YouTube. All right, Clayton. Thank you, Clayton. And Brad says, it's a Chiller Night pre-show of Bryan Hogue, starring Bryan Hogue. And now here's Brian. What's on tonight, Brian? I also have a brand new phone, he says. All right, well, congratulations. All right, good deal. Well, let me tell you what's on tonight there, Brad, and everybody else. But boom, look at that. Okay, 9 p.m. Less than an hour, folks. Less than an hour, Eastern Time. Chiller Night Theater. The movie is House on Haunted Hill. 11 p.m. My guest on Chiller Chat is Leah Dawn Madden. Leah talks about real vampires and why she believes in real vampires. And 11:30 p.m. That was a Halloween episode too, so that's kind of cool. 11:30 Chiller Night Theater. The movie is A Bucket of Blood. 1:30 Chiller Chat. My guest is Tops Paranormal. And 2 a.m. Chiller Night Theater. The movie is The Crawling Eye. The movie that YouTube has now banned. Anyways, but Mr. Rad says this is cool. Well, thank you, Mr. Rad. Samantha's waving with a little vampire little face on there. Hey, Samantha. Dale says hello, Ava. Raymond says I am well, and you? And Dale says Bryan Hogue, always a pleasure. All right, and Raymond gives a thumbs up. Mr. Rad says nice. Samantha says of course vampires are real. Of course. All right. Brad says, how's the haunted house coming along? Well, I'll actually begin the construction, hands-on construction on that, Monday, August 3rd. So that is coming up. I'll be chatting about that in just a little bit. But as always, I want to just, thank Chop Block TV right here. Chop Block TV and Chiller Night Theater and Chiller Chat episodes do air on Chop Block TV's Roku channel. I want to thank them. And also Scott Paulson, who runs Chop Block TV. He has a Dead Vault channel on our Facebook page. So check out the Dead Vault also. And paranormalwarehouse.com, right behind Boba Fett. So you can check out paranormalwarehouse.com. That also plays our episodes as well. So, and Vicelli Pizza in Butler, Pennsylvania. So David Long, if you're watching tonight, thank you as always for supporting us and the show and everything else. And I know he's going to be supporting the sponsoring the haunted house again this year, so we want to thank him for that. And Gross Fest, I don't see Gross Fest on here, so when I was loading some stuff up here, where'd you go? All right, so well, thanks to Gross Fest regardless. Even though they had to cancel the show, it was right up to the last minute whether they were going to have it. So we do appreciate the invitation, and we were looking forward to that. So thanks a lot to those guys. And let's see, Thursday night, if you join us for the Thursday night watch party on the Facebook group page, watched a fun movie called The Spookies, or Spookies, and that was the watch party. Now, the watch party coming up next Thursday. Let's see if Dale, I know you were on here. Dale is taken the helm. So while we're waiting for that, I'm going to start the drum roll. There we go. So, vampires begin by giving hickeys to the dates in the 60s. That's it. Weeding their way in. That's how it starts. All right. So the movie for the Facebook group page, for the Chiller Night Facebook group page, will be for next Thursday. Dale, do tell. I got the drum roll on, building up. The anticipating is okay. Dale says, "Boom! Invaders from Mars." There you have. Whoops! I guess I can turn off this drum roll. I can't hear it. I just know it's playing. So there it is. Toby Hooper is directed this, and of course you know him by directing. He was director of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Part 2, and Poltergeist. Directed Poltergeist as well. As tons of other movies, but those are probably for horror fans. Some of the more well-known ones, and an episode of Tales from the Crypt. So lots of, this should be a good one. Invaders from Mars. Will be Thursday's watch party, 8 p.m. Eastern time. So if you're, feel like watching a movie with a group of folks who are like-minded and just like Chiller Movies, jump on in there and join us for Invaders from Mars. Thank you, Dale, for taking the reins with that, and for doing the movies on Thursday nights. Very much appreciated. And let's see, Samantha says, was very sad we couldn't do Gross Fest. I know. I was really looking forward to that. And then Raymond says, Glam, I thought you could attend on Facebook. I think I've seen her on Facebook before. Maybe it's, I gotta say, like, my preference between Facebook and YouTube, I gotta say, just from the way everything's set up in my home, I would probably watch it on YouTube just because it's on my TV. And I spend enough time at my computer to where, I enjoy watching it on TV. So, maybe it's something like that, But Dale says, oh, I already read that. Invaders from Mars. I'm really behind on this conversation. Brad says, I'm surprised they're letting you do it with the COVID going on. The Harrisville officials must love the haunted house if it was that successful last year. Well, I mean, we're still adhering to, between Harrisville and, the appropriate departments within Pennsylvania who approve this stuff. As long as you're adhering to the guidelines, and I think we're all familiar with all the guidelines by now, you adhere to those when you go into a grocery store, I don't see that radical of a change, unless they try to batten down the hatch a little, like they did earlier this year. But like I've said before, if I spend the remaining part of the summer building this thing and the plug gets pulled on it the night before, I guess that's a chance I got to take with it. That would be a shame, but look what happened with Gross Fest. They tried to stay ahead of the restrictions, and they just couldn't do it between them and the hotel. It does happen, and it is happening right now, unfortunately. But that's a risk I'm willing to take for this. I love haunted houses. I love doing that particular type of business. So we'll see. Fingers crossed. Hopefully it works out. But Harrisville is a super cool place for this type of thing. They do love it, and it's a neat town. John says, last week we here celebrated the birthday of special effects and makeup artist Paul Blasdell, who did work for movies The Sea Creature, Invasion of the Saucermen. Oh, really? That's cool. It Conquered the World, and The Day the World Ended. Oh, that's neat. Neat. I love those old, the old B movies, I don't know. This is always bring a smile to my face every time I see that stuff. Ken says, so what is the show tonight? Oh, well, Ken, let me throw that back up there. Let me tell you what the one at 9 o'clock on Stream TV, that's at streammedia.tv, will be House on Haunted Hill. That's the feature movie of the night. You can see there the other listings, Chiller Chat at 11 and so forth. But our feature movie tonight is House on Haunted Hill. So that will be on at 9 o'clock. I'll throw that back up there periodically throughout the show as well. Let's see. Samantha says you can project the Facebook feed into your computer from your phone. That's what I'm doing right now. Really? I did not know that. Ava, I don't know if you're watching that. Did you know that? I don't think we knew about that. Or I know I didn't know about it. I don't know it. I think we've tried to do that. But me trying to learn new things technical wise, that doesn't go over too well. But now you say that, maybe I'll look into how to do that. I don't know. I didn't know you could do that. That's really cool. I'd much prefer to watch it on my TV. Dale says, must be a lapse in time. I announced as soon as you started drum roll. Oh, there is. There's a delay. Yeah, I'm guessing probably a good 10-second delay, which doesn't sound like that much, but it is when you're, conversing back and forth, and responding to a statement. So, no, that's no problem. Ken says, what about the Wild Man with Bela Lugosi? Well, you never know. It could pop up here on Chiller Night Theater one of these times. We could put it up and YouTube could take it down. It seems to be what they like to do. But yeah, that could be a possibility. Brian Ivers says, hello, everyone. Hey, Brian, thanks for joining us. Brad says, you know, you work your heart and soul for it like Grossfest. Yeah, I know. So we'll just have to see how it goes. Like I said, I got my fingers crossed. There is a lot of work that goes into that stuff. And I wasn't sure whether we were going to be able to have it this year, but that's all I can do is work as if, you know, I do have the green light for it. So, you know, they're not restricted. You know, they're not prohibited, I guess I should say. There are restrictions, but it's not prohibited in the state of Pennsylvania right now. So, hopefully. And then Raymond says, why do you have to take down the house? Thai song Tearing Down the House comes to mind. Oh, the reason I have to tear, let me put this up here. I was gonna talk about this stuff a little later, but I'll put it up there right now so you can see what I'm talking about when I'm doing this haunted house. It's you can see the pavilion right there. Okay, I turned that pavilion. That's the main park pavilion, right across the street from the cemetery. Neat atmosphere, by the way, into what you see pictured below. And it has a quite the. I think people are kind of surprised by how long it takes to actually go through that, and what I was able to do, how I was able to utilize the space in there. It's pretty cool. There's like 10 rooms by the time we get all said and done with it. There's there's plenty to walk through, and you probably wouldn't guess that. In fact, when I was first going to do, but I guess to answer your question, I have to tear it down because it's not my building. It's on the community park property. That's why I get it approved through the borough, go to the council meetings, get that approved for now until I get my own building. And maybe by next year, there again, fingers crossed. I would love to have my own building like I used to have, where I could just build it and leave everything up and then just switch stuff around within that structure. So hopefully. But, there's also, I think you can see it there, there's a 20 by 20 adjoining tent. So that gave us more room to play with as well. So neat. That's coming up. And that's why I have to, set it up, tear it down, set it up. That I hate doing that. But I mean, I love haunted houses, but that takes a lot out of me. It really does, because I didn't get done. It was a 5-month process last year for me. I started at the very end of July, and I didn't finish till the end of December. December 20th was my last day. It wouldn't have taken me that amount of time working steadily through, but there were many days I wasn't able to get an extra set of hands out there to help me, or a means to transport the walls over to where we were storing them. So yeah, it's just having my own building will once again be a great thing, and really help out a lot. Let's see, Cassandra says, hi everyone, sorry I'm a little late. Oh, somebody had a birthday this week. I believe that was Thursday, so happy birthday again, Cassandra, Diana. So I hope you had a great day. I know she joined us with the Thursday night watch party. Bob says, hello everybody. Hey Bob, thanks for joining us. And then Paul says, cool stuff they just unlocked from the space station YouTube. Oh yeah, I haven't been watching that today, Paul. What kind of stuff are they doing? Do you see they launched the new rover to Mars this week? That's pretty cool. Once it gets there, this is it's not sci-fi, but it's space related, interplanetary travel stuff related, But they're gonna have a drone. Did you hear about that? They're gonna have an actual drone that's part of this rover, and it's going to do fly around this rover and explore the terrain. I think that's pretty cool. Neat stuff happening. Bob says, haunted house, yay, can't wait. I know. Monday, we're starting Monday. Raymond says, worse than COVID, Glam. Okay, I'm not sure. There are a lot of things worse than COVID, it seems, at least numbers-wise, percentage-wise. Um, John says, maybe Jack Shadow can do a how to build a haunted house special. You know, speaking of that, I actually, and I'm going to show I think it's like 50 seconds long. It's just a short little clip. But I'm going to show that. I did I documented the whole thing by video last year when I was out there. And this one that I'm going to show tonight is from July 31st of 2019. Today's August 1st, so it's not that much of a difference. But um, I just, I don't know, I thought it was kind of neat. I'll show you a little bit of that. But I do have I have a video documentary actually put together, compiled of all the days I was out there last year. I just don't have it edited real nice. That's why it's not out there. Ken says, who is Glam Fangs? She is one of the viewers, has been with us quite a while. She's on one of our YouTube viewers. Now, for some reason, now she's on here and she's commenting, but for some reason, I don't ever see it. And used to be able to, but for some reason, her and Tom Paisley, who was on Facebook, I couldn't see his. So it's just, it's strange. I don't have an answer. I've contacted Restream, who I multi-stream through, and they can't give me any answers, and I don't know. It's a little frustrating because I would love to see their comments. Paul says, I need more beer. Science blows my mind. I know. I hear you, Paul. Brad says, I will try my darnest to make it down there sometime this October. I just wish it was not so far away. Yeah, that'd be quite a trek for you there, Brad. I know. And let's see. Raymond says, happy birthday, Cassandra. Let's see. Some folks saying hi to each other. Craig says hi. Hey, Craig, thanks for joining us. Dale says, that's one of the reasons why I'm playing Invaders from Mars. I like it. I like it. And Brad says, Mission to Mars. They're actually doing it, Brian. Yeah, there's a lot of neat things going on. You know, we're being pummeled by a lot of bad things, but it's neat to see the good things, you know, the constructive, positive things. So, let's see. Bob says, people don't think much of things like the Mars rover. We landed on a comet. Yeah, I know, that's amazing. And nobody hardly even noticed. We landed on a surface that wasn't even from our solar system, and nobody hardly cared. Well, I tell you what, I think overall you're right on that, but stuff like that, I'm fascinated by that, and that's neat that you'd bring that up, because like, how many people even remember that we were able to land on a comet? You know, I think that's amazing. It's amazing what we were able to do. I know it does, it kind of staggers your mind to think that we are able to accomplish these things. Let's see. Let's see. I'm just trying to see where I can jump in here, folks. This is awesome, all the participation and comments I'm getting. Fitness for the Average Joe, Gen 2, says, just tuned in. What movie do you have for us tonight? All right, Fitness. We'll call you Fitness. Give you a nickname. The schedule tonight, well, I'll show you the feature movie at 9 p.m. just coming up here shortly is House on Haunted Hill. And then you can see the, I'll be going over the schedule here as the night goes on. I'll bring that up again. But our feature movie tonight at 9 will be House on Haunted Hill with, of course, Vincent Price. So, Carolyn Omar. So, a good cast there tonight. Cassandra says, thank you. Had a great birthday. All right. Ken says, all you show Pumpkinhead on Halloween. I wish I could. I wish I could. Now, that one is public domain. That one really is a public domain. Or not public domain. It's not in the public domain. So, yeah, heck, YouTube's pulling all the public domain movies. So, you know, they definitely wouldn't let me put that one on. But that would be a neat one. That would be a really cool one to show, especially on Halloween. And then Cassandra says, the watch party was the best gift ever. Oh, that's cool. That was a fun movie. I love those 80s You know, schlocky horror movies. Let's see. Let me get caught up here. Brad says, "Well, at least we're not going to Venus and discover prehistoric dinosaurs." Like, yeah, like Voyage to the Prehistoric Planet. Yeah, very good. You even remember the. Well, I guess the planet was in the title, but I know. Who would have thought we have dinosaurs on Venus? Wow. Basil Rathbone knows it, and all those who are in the movie. Mark says, "Keep up the dream of your haunted house. Keep it going." Well, thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. I've had them. I've run them for quite a while, and then after I've moved, you know, I didn't have a facility. I didn't have a building of my own. At one time I did, but and I hope to again. But you know, that's something, you know, that will take a little bit of time. I wanted to see if it was going to be a kind of a neat success here, you know, in this town, and it seems to have, you know, a lot of people seem to have an interest in it. So we'll see how it goes this year. This year is going to be kind of you know, different to, you know, to kind of judge it on, because if you know, are these going to be average numbers or COVID numbers? You know, are people gonna want to come out, or is it going to be less or more? You know, fortunately, I have the numbers from last year to kind of gauge that a little better. We'll see. And then Paul says, "I wonder what it would be like to get wasted in space." I don't. That's a good question. I don't know. That's let's see. It's funny. Let's see here. John says, "Hello from New Jersey prison." Well, hi, John. I'm glad you were able to break out from the New Jersey prison long enough to watch the pre-show and join us tonight. And then John says, "Why can't we visit a planet that has beautiful space maidens on them?" Well, how do we know they're not on Mars? We might find a few. You never know. Think positive. John says, "Hello, Glam. Thanks." I wish I could see your comments. So, well, hi, Glam. By the you know, by the way. So we miss your comments. Well, I miss your comments. Everyone else can apparently see them on YouTube, but not me. But anyways, yes. So there we go. That's the schedule. We covered the watch parties. And Dale says, "Haha, John, if you want to see something like that, watch the old movie Amazon Woman from Outer Space." You gotta love these titles, huh? And let's see. Okay, there's the movie we went over, the watch party, Invaders from Mars. I'll throw that uh, for anybody who jumped on here after we announced the movie. The next movie, next Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on the Chiller Night Facebook group page, will be Invaders from Mars. So make sure you, if you're not a member of the Chiller Night Facebook group page, just simply request to be a member. We'll let you in, and and you can join us and watch these fine movies with us. So thank you, Dale, for picking that out and playing that. And soon, very soon, we will be having brand new episodes of Chiller Night Theater and Chiller Chat. Now, you know, I've got a lot on my plate right now. And, you know, I'm delving earnestly into this project with the haunted house. I will be starting Monday. And once I start Monday, I really don't get much of a break until at least after we've already opened up. You know, October, believe it or not, is not my busiest month. It's the months leading up to October, because once everything's built and ready to go, then I can breathe a little bit, you know. So but yeah, once tomorrow starts, you know, I'll be sliding into the end of the year pretty much. You know, time-wise, my time's going to fly by so quickly. So I won't be able to keep up with making new episodes. Samantha will be taking on the new episodes. There will be, I guess, Jack will be in one more planned episode at the TV studio, and then things will go to Elle Von Knock, and she will be regularly hosting the show from now until I feel like I can jump back in there. So I appreciate Samantha doing that. It's a big, huge help to me. And we ought to be doing that. Samantha, I don't know if you're watching here, if you're still on here, but you know, we ought to be doing that pretty soon. So maybe even this week. Fingers crossed. I've been doing a lot of fingers crossed. But and then Nate Reagan will be taking over the Chiller Chat episodes again for the same reason. I just simply can't keep up with them, and we have a lot of neat shows, but by golly, I'd like to see you know, watch new episodes of stuff rather than you know, just kind of keep showing the repeats and recycling the shows. So I'd really like to give you some fresh material. So I'm working on that as much as I can to get that out to you. Got a lot of plates spinning in the air, but it's all good. It's all positive. And let's see. Brad says, well, I won't be here next week. My wife and I have a wedding to go to. My wife's little brother is getting married in Erie next Saturday. Wish them well and give them their blessing. Wish them well and give them their blessing. Yeah, let's see. Well, you have a wedding to go to. Well, that's good. My wife's little brother. Good. Well, congratulations to your wife's little brother. That's a special day. They're going to have an Erie, so that's good. We wish them well. Michelle is having a little gray hand come up, look like a little Mickey hand coming up out of the ground in front of a tombstone. Samantha says, I'm still watching. Okay, cool. So hopefully we will be able to get in there very soon, and where we can do an episode of Jack figuratively kind of passing the torch to you, and you taking the reins for a while. So that ought to be fun. And Eva says, my local theater recently showed a double billing of Lost Boys and Fright Night. Oh, that would be cool. Those are great movies. I was like you and had all this time, and you chose. I was like you had all this time, and you chose now. Such trash timing. Found a good alternative now, though. I don't know if I'm reading that right, Eva. Let's see. The local theater showed a double billing of Lost Boys and Fright Night. Cool movies. I was like you, had all this time, and you chose now. Such trash timing. Found a good alternative now, though. All right. Well, I'm glad you're with us tonight, Eva. Thank you, and good selection of movies there. I think it's kind of neat to see them in the theater too. Tina says Boyer's PA would like to see 2 on a guillotine. Keep up the good work. What, Tina? You'd like to see 2 on a guillotine. Keep up the good work. Is that a movie? I hope that's a movie. Or there's 2 people out there you really don't care for. Marianne says, Harrisville loves Bryan Hogue. Well, thank you, Marianne, and Bryan Hogue and Ava Hogue. We love Harrisville. So, and Marianne says, the mayor is listening to you. Oh, fantastic. Cool. Well, I appreciated all the help both of you guys gave us last year. That was great. Looking forward to it. What terrors can we bring to the folks this year? Fitness for Joe says on YouTube, hi, Glam. So hopefully, I'm glad Glam's still with us. Paul says, do you ever listen to Coast to Coast? They broke down the mission into timing of the big reveal. I used to listen to Coast to Coast quite a bit. Let me tell you, that's actually where I got the inspiration for Chiller Night Theater was Chiller Theater that aired out of Pittsburgh. That was the hosted horror show. The inspiration for Chiller Chat was Coast to Coast. I wanted to be able to interview people who were like ghost hunters and had experiences with UFO sightings and stuff like that, or Bigfoot sightings on the show, as well as people who worked in professional movies and independent movies. And it was just a little 30-minute interview segment. So that was the inspiration for Chiller Chat, was Coast to Coast. So yeah, I very much used to enjoy listening to that. I haven't listened to it for about 5 years now, but yeah, I used to listen to it quite a bit. Tina says it's a movie. I was saying there's 2 people out there Tina's going after with the guillotine, so that's not good. It's a movie. All right. Well, that's good to know. Ken said, what about the crawling eye in the PS? What's that? In the as far as what? Like in the public domain? It's not in the. It is in the public domain, but YouTube, like I said, I get hit with this stuff all the time. That's why I am reluctant to show the live episode. I'm very reluctant sometimes. It's I get nervous on the picks that I do for the for Jack Shadow Friday Night Frights, the live, shows that we do with Jack Shadow, because if they decide to, they can shut you down in the middle of your show. You know, if it's House on Haunted Hill, which has been in public domain forever, they could shut you down. Say, oh, it's not you. They could say 13. I've had this happen literally. 13 seconds of this song is, somebody, an insurance company in England owns it. Yeah, that's right, sure. And you can fight it. I used to fight it all the time. It's like King Kong up there swatting away at the planes. It's just it's never ending. It's never ending. So it's very frustrating. But let's see. Brad says I saw horror movies that is on NBC Peacock streaming network are in public domain. Well. Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen that one. Streaming network, yeah. Oh, Ken says the Alps instead of PS. What about the Crawling Eye in the Alps? Yeah, that was one of the movies that's going to be playing. That's the late movie tonight. But yeah, that was the one that YouTube they took it off. Brad says Frankenstein and Dracula. Paul says, will YouTube ditch your show? I have Roku now. I don't know. At least this show right here, I'll always be. It's still gonna air. It's just that I don't know if we still it's still on stream TV. It's not gonna affect the schedule tonight, but I can't speak on YouTube's behalf. They're really weird anymore. Social media in and of itself is really strange anymore. So let's see. John says last night on. Good Lord, John, what is that? Kuju TV on Facebook? They showed the War of the Gargantuans. I remember that movie. An Invasion of the Astro Monsters, a.k.a. Godzilla versus Monster Zero, and Shin Godzilla. 2 on a guillotine starred Connie Stevens and Cesar Romero. Oh, really? The Joker from the 60s, the Batman 60s. Interesting. I've never seen that movie. I've never heard of the two on a guillotine. I'm just happy that it is a movie. For Tina had concerned me, but that's funny. Haunted house begins building Monday, August 3rd. Okay, there's something I wanted to say about that. The haunted house. Throw up the monsters from last year. Ba-boom! Look at that. Fun group of ghouls. And Vicelli Pizza this year will be sponsoring and also Stream TV. I guess you can see their logo up here. Stream TV and Vicelli Pizza, Butler, PA. So again, David, if you're watching, even if you're not watching, thank you. So we appreciate all the support that you guys have been giving us, Vicelli Pizza and Stream TV as well. So looking forward to that. Look at that group. Look at that. I will say there was a couple in that group here from last year. Some of the key actors that I will say really shocked me. Really shocked me. Like there was one girl in particular. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. She wanted to be one of the clowns. She's pictured there as the this one right here, this evil crazy clown. And I gotta say, she wanted to do this, and I talked to her about the part and and everything, and I said, I really see this being somebody who can really let loose and be crazy and scare folks. I said, you think you can do this? And she's so quiet, so quiet. Oh yeah, yeah. And I didn't see it. I gotta say, and I've told her this already, so I just didn't see it. But boy, oh boy, she put that mask on and changed like you wouldn't believe. It's probably one of the loudest characters in that haunted house. So she surprised me and surprised a good many of our guests going through. And another one, this right here, the gentleman who played the chainsaw maniac. Justin, you know, of course, everyone's nice and polite and everything, but it's so funny to see that some of the people who you just don't see, they're going to have that, you know, be able to transform into that monster for the haunt. They just go all out, and it's like, wow, I didn't see that. I didn't see that they had that side to them. That is hilarious to me. But yeah, that was a fun group of people, and that's only just a handful of our monsters, of course, but. Yeah, it was a good. It was a very fun event last year. I'm looking forward to this again. Larry says looks good. Oh, thanks, Larry. Thanks for joining us. Brad says they're getting really funny on that with YouTube. It's one copyright infringement. I know. It's nonstop, nonstop. And then Raymond says, "Is Grossfest still sponsoring you?" Yeah, they are. They are. They are. Well, not for the haunted house, but I'm looking to see what in the world happened to their logo. I'm not even seeing their logo right now, so I don't know. I try to pull it up, but I'm afraid we get knocked off the streaming. Cassandra says, speaking of Fright Night, Rage of the Stage is doing the live reading of their world premiere stage adaptation of Fright Night. Chris Sarandon is tuning in to watch and interact. Oh yeah? Also, the original actor who played Billy Cole is narrating. And director Tom Holland is making an appearance. I will put a link up in the group. I will be watching. Is that the one in Pittsburgh? Is that in Pittsburgh? Do tell. Or maybe you've said that and I missed it, but yeah, let me know. And Cassandra says, hi, Omar. Brad says, any good deals at Vicelli's, David? Is David with us? David? Brad says, don't forget those chiller coupon deals. Well, last year, I'll give you an idea of what I was doing. Somebody had mentioned something about documenting this, and that got me to talk about, I made a documentary, basically a documentary of documenting the whole building of it, you know, from beginning to end. So here is, I think this is less than a minute, but this is an idea of what I'm talking about. And this was from July 31st of last year. So this was my progress made as of July 31st. So here we go. Okay, today is Wednesday, July 31st, last day of July. Tomorrow will be August. Now we got quite a bit done. Dave and Carolyn and Justin Hughes stopped by. Justin stopped by there at the end, and we got all this stuff boxed in. We got quite a bit of this boxed in. So pretty happy with this today. We got quite a bit done. So I'm going to take tomorrow off, Thursday, and then I'll be back Friday and Saturday. So, okay. We'll see you Thursday. Or no, I think I just covered that. Friday. Bye. Okay, so there you have it. That was the progress as of yesterday, a year ago. So we got some work to do, but anxious to. Like I said, okay. Now you saw inside the pavilion, and this is how things turn out. You know, this is how it's going to look at the end. Probably look like that or similar to that this year by the time I get done. So quite a project, quite a project. So you can see the need for me to have others help out with the show, and they were very willing to do so. Samantha taking over Chiller Night Theater, and Nate Reagan taking over Chiller Chat for a while. And honestly, this will probably take me into the very end of the year. You know, by the time I get all this tore down, and then we hit the holiday season. So I'll play it by ear. But for now, Samantha and Nate will be. Well, Nate, I'd like to, you know, him to stay on as a co-host as well as Samantha. I mean, that would actually help me out because my, you know, as much as I love this stuff, my time is kind of limited on being able to, you know, crank out new shows. Now in March, I gotta say, I was pretty proud of myself. Pretty proud of myself. But we had the Monster March, and we had a brand new Friday Night Frights, a brand new show, live show every Friday night for that month, and I really wasn't sure if I could do that. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to keep up with that, you know, or Jack Shadow. So yeah, but the old fella did a good job, and he did all right. So, but that was a lot of fun. That was like doing a Chiller Night Theater episode, and we had the live interaction as well with the viewers. So if you're watching this tonight, let me throw that schedule back up here at actually the last two movies of the night, A Bucket of Blood at 11:30 and 2 a.m. The movie The Crawling Eye. Those were live episodes. The House on Haunted Hill was recorded. That was taped at the TV studio. But the other shows tonight were actually live episodes. So pretty cool. And Paul says, by the way, thanks for reading me a question on the air. Be safe. Need a beer run. All right, Paul. Anytime. If I see it, I read it unless you know, it scrolls by too fast for me to catch. So thanks for joining us. And let's see. Cassandra says, Monster March was awesome. Best ever. That was a lot of fun. I really look forward to that. You know, we had 8 live shows this year, and we did it up until, well, I was going to say last month, but that's not the case, being today is August 1st, but we did 8 shows all the way up till June, and that was quite a bit. For me, at least. That was tough, you know. I mean, tough in a good way. I enjoyed that, and I challenged myself on that to see if I could keep up with that. And what I did, too, the first episode I had already done. You know, I already had that worked on. But I forced myself, you know, when we had Friday night, I forced myself to every week do a show. Write the show and come up and do what I had to do to prepare for that show. So I was doing it weekly. I was doing it that way just so I could see if I was able to keep up with that type of schedule. Because down the road, I've said it before, I'll say it again, I would love, absolutely love for Chiller Night Theater to be a live show. Whether that means live from the TV studio in Oil City, if that could be somehow done, or done in the way that I do it in my office studio from, you know, like the Friday Night Frights. I don't know, but somewhere down the road, I think it would be the greatest thing to do. I've always wanted that show to be live. I enjoyed the live shows, always have. There's just something about that. It's a little bit more theater-like to me when I'm doing the you know, doing the dialogue and everything, because to me, I put myself in the frame of mind that, you know, almost like I'm doing a play. I'm on the stage, you know, and you know, you get one shot at the dialogue, you know, and hopefully you do it right. No do-overs, and you know, you have a little bit of that mental safety net when you're at the TV studio and you're taping it, you know, pre-tape. So that's what makes it a little bit more fun and thrilling to me, is when, you know, I'm in costume and character and still doing a live show like that. And I don't know, it seemed like you guys liked it. I liked it, and I always appreciated your participation and sitting here like you're doing now. So Let's see. All right. Oh, and let's see. Oh yeah, I brought this up too. This is the Chiller Night Spirit of Halloween book. We were going to take those to Grossfest, and you know, I was gonna try to sell these. And you know, you're always, you know, they are available at chillernighttheater.com at the store. There's one of the menus there is to the store. But I mentioned this, and I've only got like about 10 minutes left, but another project that I started on, although the haunted house is going to cut into that, but I've actually started writing the next one, and and Jennifer agreed to do another one, but I actually I wanted to see about me writing and illustrating an entire Chiller Night book. And so I actually started on that, and then believe it or not, I actually had like 14 chapters uh, laid out, and then I last week, I think it was last Saturday before the show last Saturday, I actually went and changed a lot of it in my head that day, and but it's a lot of fun. It's fun going through that process and seeing how I wanted that story to go and how I want that story to go. And I'm looking forward to that. I enjoy writing. I enjoy illustrating. I've just never had the time. I'm going to somehow try to make time for that. That's another reason I wanted Samantha and Nate, quite honestly, to you know, help out with the episodes, is because I really wanted to have a lot done before I started the haunted house. Because once I start on the haunted house, I'm not going to have time to write this and work on this. So I'll have to pick this back up probably in November or December. But I have quite a bit of the story done. Pretty cool. Cassandra says, oh, Samantha says, does the store accept PayPal? Well, I'll put it this way. It's a link to Amazon. I think that takes you to the Amazon link. So, and then you purchase it through there. However, if you don't if you don't have one of these already, if we go to the studio this week, I'll just bring a couple down and to the TV studio, and can do that. So Brad says, didn't you say that you have a lot of film and work productions even around your house that you're not supposed to say? That I have a lot of film and work productions even. No, I like. I'm not sure what I said to. I'm not sure what you mean there, Brad. But all I have is what you've seen so far, and then there's stuff that we have planned to do at the TV studio this week. So I'm not. Maybe I said something to. I don't know, but even. Brad says even. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you mean there, Brad. I'm sorry, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I have a lot of things I'd like to see come to pass. You know, come to life, like the Chiller Night Spirit of Halloween. It was intended to be a first in a series of Chiller Night books, and we have the one. And I'm trying to, you know, I was really trying to sell this and self-publishing. I self-published that, and so it wasn't going real well. In 5 years, I think I've sold 20. You know, it just nobody knows about it. So I mean, I figured I'd put it on the website, and I mention it here, you know, from time to time. But the next one that I'm doing right now, I'm actually considering going through a publisher. So. You know, that's some hoops to jump through there, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But I'm working on a pretty fun story. We'll see how that turns out. I'm really anxious to see how it turns out. So it is 8:53. Let me throw that schedule back up here once again. Okay, at 9 p.m. coming up very soon on Stream TV. Again, you can find this show by going to streammedia.tv. I'll tell you a little bit more about that as soon as I go over the schedule. At 9 p.m., Chiller Night Theater. The movie is House on Haunted Hill. 11 p.m. Chiller Chat. My guest is Leah Dawn Madden. Leah joins me and talks to me about real life vampires, and she's going to explain why she actually believes in them and has been studying them for most of her life. 11:30 p.m. Chiller Night Theater. The movie is A Bucket of Blood. 1:30 a.m. Chiller Chat. My guest is Tops Paranormal. And 2 a.m. Chiller Night Theater. The movie is The Crawling Eye. Okay, as I was saying, if you're new to this, if you go to streammedia.tv, that's streammedia.tv, you can either go and watch the show, the programming stream directly on that site, or if you're like me and you like to watch it on your TV, you can go to that site, scroll down the side, and connect to their Roku channel. Go to that site and connect to that Roku channel. Don't look up Stream TV on if you got a Roku TV or device. Don't go in there and search it, because you might end up with a different Stream TV. I've had some people tell me that. The quickest and most accurate way, just go to streammedia.tv and connect to their Roku channel, and you'll be able to watch that on your Roku device. So Raymond says, that is a scary looking ant, Tom. Tom must be on YouTube. That's what I'm thinking. So, but anyways, but that's how you do it. That's how you do it. You just go there, and that's how you can watch Chiller Night Theater throughout the night, beginning at 9 p.m. That's coming up in just mere minutes. And I just want to thank everybody once again for joining me tonight and joining each other. Always have a good time here during the pre-show. And just want to thank you every Saturday night for joining me. So, all right, folks. Let me see. Where are we at here? All right. Have a good night. Have a good chiller night. And we will see you next week.